Hello, Liza, how do you do? I'm writing you a letter, I hope it reaches you. I know it's been a long time since you heard from me. I'm still kicking around here in Tennessee. I heard you got a new place, I heard you got a new job, I heard you got a haircut, and it looks real nice.
Well, guys, we got rained out down at the ranch, so kicked back at the house. We're getting the first gen completely dialed, and then we're going to take a trip down to the abandoned ranch just to put some more miles on the Oak Girl. But I'm going to be posting a couple things that are more basically behind the scenes, not so much edited. But you got to click the membership subscription down below, join the channel. I'd really appreciate that, and also follow the Instagram page because I post a little bit more on those stories than I do the regular uploads. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the video. Well, doing a couple last minute things to the rig. Kingpin bushings. I've been skeptical on them for a while, and I'm just getting around to it. But in fact, they were shot. Both of them, failed. So those are a wear item. Pretty simple. I'll give a better inspection up in there, but I think everything seems to be pretty good. Went ahead and made me a couple gaskets. I'm just waiting on the $6-7 bushing to show up. I need a bigger hole punch, so I just had to go like a mouse with my mini to get that taken care of. Wrapping up a couple things. I just want to make sure the truck is good to go for the next owner. I opened up all these and put some weather stripping in there. Adjusted the latch so that it's more on the tighter end of things. It's really difficult to find 5/8 weather stripping, so I had to go with 1/2 inch. So I just had to adjust just a little bit for that, but it seems to be doing the trick. The interior is as good as ever been as far as first gens go. Yeah, it's a different colorway on the inside. I like it. It's like stepping into another realm. And I went ahead and gusseted the frame to the hitch back here for the bumper pole. I feel like that's pretty solid now. I got 3 pieces of C-channel holding the bed on, welded to the bed, and then bolted to the frame. A couple grade 8s. That's what my 5500 has, the old one, and the new one's got even more than that. Just be careful, but you know what I mean. I just want to make sure. I kid you not, I've been looking for that thing for 20 minutes. And I thought, you know what? I wonder if Boone took it. So I said, Boone, go get it. And look what he shows up with. Come on, hand it here. Getting a little hot in the collar here. And Boone took the bushing outside and put it in the ditch, but he knew right where it was. At least he's a smart putty, remembered. Now I can put this truck back together. Boonsters, boonsters, boonsters. You little sucker. Well, here we go. We're going to take the first gen down to the ranch. Sheriff just drove by. Eyeballed me. We need to put a little bit more test miles on the Old Girl. Make sure it's all up to snuff. Yeah, precautionary measures. We got a toolbox, grease gun, chalk block, ATF. What in the world is this? That's weird. There's not even a driveway. She pulled out of the bushes. That's weird. All right, let's go. Might have brought me a lunch because we have been all over the place today. Got Boone. That car does not know where they're going. Do we? We might. Down the hill. Put her in drive. I just did those Kingpin bushings. It does feel different, but it's weird driving anything remotely new and then going back to this style of steering because it just feels weird. So I want to make sure we're not getting the death wobble. Just make sure, because I got a steering stabilizer and a drag link, Kingpin bushings, fix some cracks, some mounting hardware. Is that a cop towing a damn trailer? Sure as shit was. I've driven this thing to my old man's place a little bit, a couple times, maybe just once. Took it to Cars and Coffee, drove it around the block. I haven't actually put too many miles on it. Just want to make sure she's ready to go. Just because, and this seemed like either I drive down here and hang out with my buddies at the ranch, or I drove up to the feed store and looked at a tractor that I don't know what state or country it's made in. Korea, maybe? T-O-I-M? I don't know. I just kind of going to fart around a little bit on test drives, but this seemed like better use of my time, and that doesn't involve me accidentally buying a tractor today. Just trying to sell a truck, not buy a tractor. Back in the day, did a little bit of driving out this way, pursuing an acquaintance now. But anyway, there was a beaver in the road back there that had been struck, and the ladies at the time, they didn't think it was something that needed to stay alive. Me and my buddy went back there, and well, that beaver needed to be. Just kind of funny because I haven't been back out this way for nothing in years until the abandoned ranch came into play. So it was pretty funny how that worked out. Stay over there, Dodge. I figure this is a good test also. This road's county maintained, which it gets maintained about once every time it breaks, and then they put a patch on it. So it's got a bunch of highs and lows. And I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew right now, so the idea of if I did happen to, which I'm praying I don't, get death wobble, this is the road to show it to me on. And the Mountain Dew is, oh, here we go, we got a bump coming up. Sweet. And once you've got death wobble, you think you fix it, and then you get it again. Oh, it's just every little bump is just cringe fest. But it's about a 30-minute drive if you're, I don't know, I wouldn't say going fast. There's kind of areas in town that the speed limit ain't really the thing that you monitor your speed by, you know? I mean, you monitor it by your speedometer, but I'm talking about when you get around cows and these cowboys and stuff, you don't disrespect this shit because they'll chase your ass down. And then there's this old boy walking down the road. You can see it through my dirty windshield. I don't mind picking somebody up if I know them. Man, there's just you can lose so much nowadays by picking up a stray. You just, unfortunately, cruel world ain't worth it anymore to pick up a hitchhiker. He wasn't hitchhiking that. He just probably exercising. Yeah, I just want to check. This little devil. Oh, thought that was a drip, but it's just a hose clamp. I had to put another clamp on there the other day. The other one said I wasn't going to work here no more. That's holding good. How badass is that? Everybody in the comments say, thank you, Taylor, for making that for me. I just want to make sure we got nothing getting weird. Did just have this blown apart in the garage about 14 minutes ago. Forgot my sunglasses. Turn into Clint Eastwood. Just squint all the time. I'll be the first to admit, I'll dog on a first gen. But they're in the classic category now, and they are actually freaking sweet. They were paved the way for what diesel trucks honestly are today. Like, they stepped it up, and it might have got a little lucky putting the Cummins in it for how much traction that got. It just makes sense to put an engine like that in a truck like this. It would be cool if they did like a 4-cylinder Cummins as well. But, you know, get lucky once with a simple idea, don't ever do it again. Hey, we made it to the ranch. Look at all that nice gravel right there. You guys haven't seen that video yet. Let's cruise on up here to the shop. Little sneak preview. Got all the tractors parked up here. I think Cornell should be, maybe it's parked down the bottom. There he is. There. Come on, dude. How you look, man?
Very nice. It belongs up here.
Dude, right?
Looks like surrounds.
Dude, that's where we suck. My buddy gave me that pumpkin. God dang it. I got a whole bunch more of them at the house. I'm going to bring them on freaking Monday.
Yeah.
Station them up for you at the front door. Yep.
I got one thing out of it. Somewhere to put a shoe.
Oh. Yep. Shoulder hurts. Good times. Gotta make it back to the house. Make sure the first shift gets us there. Got our headlights on. Stayed right about as much time as I had allotted to come down here. The guys for those bushings took longer than expected, but we gotta get home. We're headed to the movies. Yeah. I don't know if we're quite gonna make it back before the sun leaves us, but it's just crazy to think this truck and Goldie. I'll put a photo of Goldie down there at the ranch. For two trucks, this one found out in the field, and Goldie, auction truck. This thing drives pretty dang nice. I mean, look at the hand. Doing 40 mile an hour. It's not a perfect road, but there was a little bit of wind noise, but I took that thing and just put it on a little stopper and cured that. These old trucks are pretty cool. They got vents down by your ankles. Pull that lever. Radiate your feet. Look at them cows out there. Boom, see them cows? I mean, yeah, the sun hasn't technically gone down. Pretty dang happy with how this truck performed on that drive. That was about an hour plus, a little bit going down there. Only thing that suffered a casualty was my shoulder, 308. Interesting. I think there's a couple other things I'd like to do to this truck. I think it's got a limited slip rear end. I'd like to add some additive to it. And then probably should add just a little deflector for the aftermarket trans cooler, just so that it's got a little bit more draw in air. But shoot, oil pressure's great. Didn't even go down on the fuel. I had 3/4 tank when I left. That is where that's where the engine temp pretty much stayed exactly the whole time. Charging, I even checked it with the voltmeter. I let her chill out for a second. And my tool stayed in there. All right. Got lucky. All the grease guns were down at the ranch, except for one. I don't have both my battery power ones. They're down at the ranch. And I had to grease the crap out of those kingpins. So. And end this video with this bad girl idling, just so you guys can hear that jam. This thing turned out freaking sweet. It turned out awesome. I love it. Hopefully the next owner's gonna love it even more.